And then after I hoop dance, I probably want to say a couple of words. But
I'll say words at the very end.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, so I can catch my breath. But I'll tell you the moral, the way it was taught to me, is that we live in a world, and we live in a world that's really hard, and sometimes the world we live in, it falls apart, and it falls to many pieces, and we don't know what to do. And it's very hard, and it's in every one of us, not just as individuals of this earth, but as people of the earth, as in countries, as in schools, as in families, as in us as individuals. Well, I'll explain to you. The first thing that was taught to me about these hoops when I was learning first five. Five is a number that's used by a lot of hoop dancers. And the original five is what some of them call it. But they say that the hoops represent, four of them is for the four directions. Four of them is for the four seasons. Four of them is for, I said the four directions, right? Four seasons, four nations of the earth, red, yellow, black, and white. And that's what these four represented. And I asked, it's just like, well, what's the final hoop for? And I was told, like, well, that represents the Creator, because the Creator needs his own. Creator is his own individual, Creator of all things. This may represent us and everything that we have, but without the Creator, we can't bond things together. So we live in a world, and one of the things that we do is the hardest thing is that our world falls apart, and the hardest one that we deal is we lose the people we love. We lose the people we love. Whether it's not just in this life, whether it's they're moving away, whether it's a divorce, a breakup, whether it's trying to find a family member and you can't find them because they decided just to leave and you just don't know what to do. And here's the other ones. We feel that we're left behind. We're the survivors of whatever it might be. We're the survivors of our spouse. We're the survivors of a divorce. We're all survivors of a breakup, whatever it might be. We feel like we're left behind. And then, we get in fight. We get in fight with our spouses. We get in a fight as countries. We get in a fight as in our friendship and everything. And that's one thing that happens. And then, this is this is just some of the things that does happen. We are the ones that are creating these things. We are the ones creating anger, frustration, all that stuff that combines to make things happen. And this is the last one, is everything else that we seem to run into. That guy cut us off in traffic, and we're just like saying what we want to say to them because they cut us off, or we had a bad day, or all these things they come in this. This is for the men when they can't find the remote control, when they're when the football game's going on, for the women that lose their phone, they can't find it, that goes for men too. And for the children, the Xbox just blew up and you don't know what to do. And that these things happen. But as people of this earth, what we need to do is we need to come together, within our hearts, with everything that we deal with. And we need to work with these things the best way we can. Because when we work with these things and work as a unit, as a family, as country, as employees, as a father, as a mother, as a son, as a daughter, what happens out of the blue is our world, and this world that we live in, comes back together. And that's when everything is okay. So that's the moral of this hoop dance. It's not perfect. The world is not perfect. Nobody's world is perfect. Those people that say their world is perfect is usually the ones that have a lot more problems than we do, right? But we must come together as people. We must celebrate life. We must enjoy life, whether it's a rainy day, whether it's, that guy cut us off as traffic. They just had to get somewhere sooner than you did. It's okay. Life is beautiful. We have to continue. We must celebrate. So my name is Lowry Begay, and I actually come from the Diné Nation, also known as Navajo. I come from the wonderful states of New Mexico and Arizona. I was raised by my grandparents in both areas. I was raised by the beautiful mesas, and as a kid I would climb on rocks and chase lizards. But I had great respect for my grandparents, and they're the ones that taught me to respect Mother Earth and to respect the things that surround us, and to appreciate our grandmothers and our grandfathers, and to know that we must wake up in the morning and make our bed. You know, it's the first thing that I was taught. You know, you must wake up and make your bed. You know, because you can't leave your bed. If your bed's not made, you know, your day is going to be rough. You know, that's what they'd say to us. So, the way I was taught. So, but I'm honored to be here, and this is a hoop dance, and it's a hoop dance for healing for peace, healing for each one of you, whatever's troubling you. May this hoop dance heal you in some way, because in the beginning it was known as a healing dance. When a hoop dancer would go all the way through a hoop, it was believed that it added another day to a sick individual's life. So that's why it was done. So I hope it heals you in some way. So my name is Laura Vigay, and let's give a round of applause to the drum. They came out here.